It's happening. The time has finally come. My name is Lackley, and season 1 is finally dropping. This is episode 0. I'm just going to fill y'all in on who I am and what this journey is even going to be like because, it's going to be a journey, especially for me these next couple months. So basically, we all know what the NFL is, the football league, the game. Well, basically, it is script. There are winners and there are losers before the season even begins. It's just what it is. You guys can make it bigger than it needs to be, right? Complicate the game. But there will be a certain amount of teams who have a chance at the Super Bowl, and there are teams with no chance. It is what it is. So episode 0, it's focused on locking in NFL futures, right? We are taking Super Bowl bets right now. I have a little sheet I made yesterday. It's a little crazy. But as the sheet says, I'm risking $1,120, right? Each one of my Super Bowl bets pays out more than that, right? Not so crazy because I have the Ravens, Bills, Eagles all at $200 to pay $1,600. So the profit isn't crazy, but this is more of an experimental year because, we know who's going to be in the Super Bowl. Like last year, if you were going to say it was going to be Eagles or Chiefs, it was going to be. But people want to be like, well, what if it's the Cowboys' years? Oh, those Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence. Dude, no. There are 7 teams who have a chance, and I'm going to list them off right now. Starting off, we have the Ravens. They're due. It's their year. My family's from Pittsburgh, even though I'm from Maryland. So it's a little complicated, my relationship with the Ravens. But they're due. Lamar needs his. Bills, you got to throw the Bills up there. They're also due. Similar situation as the Ravens, but you got to. Eagles, I had to throw them. And honestly, they're the best bet. I truly believe the Eagles. Even though I don't like the Eagles, I dislike the fans more or less, even though it's just a game. The Eagles are probably going to win it again. And I'm probably going to end up doubling down on this bet as the season goes on, if any odds get more favorable. Next, the Lions. We'd love to see the Lions win it. They're due. Dan Campbell, they need that dub. Need it. They're due. They've never won one. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Detroit, y'all are due. And I believe it could be this year. Next, I had to throw Steelers. It's just the team, long shot, but they do have a lot going for them. They have that script is in motion for them. Rodgers last season could be an MVP breakout. They got DK Metcalf. There's a lot of storyline, right? You got to look for the teams with a storyline. And that leads us to the next team I have on my list, the Rams. The Rams, they got a story, bro. It's Matthew Stafford's last year. He didn't even know he was coming back. And, they almost had it. The team is still there. It's like a last chance type of story here for the Rams. So, had to throw them like the Rams. Think it's a cool team. And my last 2 picks out of the 7, Commanders. I'm from the DMV, so I had to throw the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is different. He uses that VR. Like, everyone's playing, checkers. He's playing chess with the VR. He's different. He's truly different. And we got to acknowledge that. Because, until other quarterbacks are training the way he is consistently, no, they have a huge edge in this league, Jaden Daniels. And finally, I didn't want to bet them. I just didn't. I don't believe at all. But I'm no buster and I'm no rookie. I had to take the Chiefs. I could not just watch them win the Super Bowl on some scripted things. The proposal hasn't happened. Travis hasn't proposed to Taylor. They need to do that at the Super Bowl at some point. It'll sell out. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs can do it, but I just really don't like it. Like, from an NFL, if you really look at football, the Chiefs should not be there, right? Just the roster, who's their team, but they just prove it differently. They have good connections with the commissioner, and I'm not going to be an idiot and not take them. Like, come on, guys. What I'm going to be doing is going to work 6 days a week, making these videos, these lock lays, and yeah, I didn't even touch on that. What even is a lock lay? So we know the parlay, where you put a bunch of teams and hope to God, $5 for 1,000. We don't do that. No parlays, bro. No spread lays, no money lays, none of them. No overlays, no underlays, lock lays. You taking the best of the best bets. This is using alternative lines, guys. You never take the line they give you. Alternative lines. These are lock lays for a reason. And I'm not saying they're guarantees, but the ratio is crazy. I was profitable last year. I was. But for the amount of effort and time I was watching that stupid NFL. I had to go to work the next day in the morning. I was tired of shit, you know, staying up for the games. They go to overtime. I got to get to work by 7. You know what I mean? It's just like, shit. But you know what? I'm locked in, bro. I'm truly locked in. Everyone online has been talking about this great lock-in that's about to happen. Yeah, I'm on that. Everyone's like, September to December is the great lock-in. I'm a week early. I'm on that great lock-in. I'm getting locked in. I'm changing my life. I'm sick of the outcomes I'm getting. I'm sick of this routine. I'm sick of just being that guy, that one guy who's still, you know, in the hometown and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got a lot to, you know, I need to change. And I believe, so I can do it. This is not to be like selling picks. This is not to be like a guru either. This is a journey. This is episode 0 of season 1. This is a journey, an NFL, just life-changing journey. You know, it's going to be the life, how the season goes, because I'm telling you guys, we can make money here. We need to be smart though. Let's just not give it out. Because the lines and the odds that they give you, bullshit, dude. Nah, not for me, bro. Not for me. You got to take alternative lines. We're going to get more into depth into that. Let me show you all the Super Bowl picks. I'll get a screen recording, but I'm going to go do that because, you know, I got to lock in, you know. But thank you. If anyone still watched this far before I even talk about the picks and lock them in, you are a G, you are a legend, and I truly appreciate you watching. Much love. Episode 0 in the bag, first take. All right, here are the bets, and of course I had to start it off with the Super Bowl defending champs. Eagles, best O-line in the league, offensive weapons everywhere, plus 700, 200 to pay 16. Bills, Ravens, similar situation. You know, they've underachieved recently, and their teams are just so good, they're due, and I'd be silly not to take them. 200 to win, 16 plus 700 odds. Chiefs, I actually lose money on this, but just because the playoffs haven't happened yet, I'd be silly not to take them. Plus 800. Commanders, my boy JD, he's playing, you know, checkers while everyone else was playing chess. He's using the VR, so had to take him. 1,800, 100 to win 19. We love it. Lions, if anyone's due, it's been them, man. Never been there. Goff, the team, they kind of need to get it done now. That's all I'll say with them. 150 to win 1,650. Steelers, all the OGs are coming back. Have to. The story's there. 1 MVP year for Rodgers, all of them. And, of course, the Rams. Had to take them. I want the Rams and the Steelers obviously the most. 100 to pay 2,000, 50 to pay 2,000. That would be the biggest dub if my Rams or Steelers can win. I'm a Steelers fan. My family's from, you know, Pittsburgh, so we love them. Rooting for the Commanders, of course. Even though I'm a Steelers fan, you know, the Ravens being from Maryland, it's kind of like, shit, you know. But yeah, so here are my Super Bowl picks, my 8 bets. Only team I lose money on is the Chiefs, and that'll be $40. I'm showing you the date now. It's August 24th. And yeah, so my face, so you know it's not real. I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying here, but I'm basically saying, like, let's go. Let's get hype. It's my year. We're going to eat. Hype. Let's go. And I didn't even talk about the Rams story, but basically it's Matthew Stafford's last year. He didn't even know if he was going to come back this year, so it's like, you got to throw some money, man. They were good. They were the closest team to beating the Eagles in the playoffs. We got to realize that. Like, this offense is electric. So that's the reason for the Rams. The Steelers, just all the guys. Watt, Hayward, the defense. I mean, Rodgers coming. There's a lot going for this story here. Tomlin, he just gets that winning season but losing in the playoffs. So there's a lot of story right there. And now we're going to run through the numbers real quick so you guys can get a better idea of actually how it's profitable and is it even worth it? All right, and let's just do the numbers. I got 200 for the Ravens, 200 for the Bills, 200 for the Eagles, 150 on the Lions, $50 on the Steelers, 100 on the Commanders, 100 on the Rams, and the reluctant 120 on the Chiefs. That'll add up to 1,120, right? So that's how much I've risked. The max I can even make from this betting is, I think, a little under 1,000. Let me just do it. It would be if the Rams hit 2,100 minus, 920. Okay. So that's the most profit I could even make. And hypothetically, I could lose money on this if the Chiefs win. Or if none of my teams win, but that's just not happening. My teams are winning, but let's say the Chiefs win, they do the proposal. Yeah, I'd, lose $40. Not a big deal for the risk. Once again, this is a test for me. If you made it this far, I really would like to take the chance to say thank you so much. You are appreciated, and I'm grateful to have you even watch, because I have 0 subscribers, 0 followers. This is a journey. This is a method I'm trying to implement. I want them to basically change the rules of betting based off this channel. We haven't even really got into the lock lay nitty gritty. This is just a Super Bowl special, episode 0 of season 1. But, I'm really excited for this journey. I'm ready to be in a different situation, be in a position to give back, and just, live my truth to the fullest. I'm going to work 6 days a week, still my job. I'm still going to do this because I truly want that change. I'm not going to quit my job. I'm not going to, just bet like a madman. I'm really here to make a change for myself and others, and especially for the others around me and those who support. So once again, thank you all so much. I love every single one of you, and God bless. Have a great weekend. All right.